This is the new set for Gods Unchained. They've announced it today. Dread Awakening. Here we are. And listen, I have had my fairly harsh words about the Gods Unchained team and various issues with the game, and I still feel all kinds of ways. But listen, whenever a new expansion drops in a game, any game that you've played for thousands of hours, obviously it's a lot of fun to look at it. And of course, I'm going to review the set and take a look at what's going on. So let's go. Let's see what's good. They're right away hitting us with this like horror theme. And if you haven't been looking at Twitter, I'll pull it up right now on the side. They've been teasing this with this kind of like mysterious, like kind of monster mystery, like horror movie slash mystery story kind of vibe. Here's what the Twitter post of the thing. I actually haven't seen this little animation. You've got like a portal to the depths of hell kind of thing, but especially if you like this kind of stuff. We've been getting a lot of these. And listen, it's not like the greatest graphics of all time. It's just little social media posts, of course. I'm not like saying this is AAA movie trailers or whatever, but just some fun little hunt or be hunted, in search of the master, finding the portals. Like we've been seeing all kinds of various little things, like, but this is another good example. Just these kind of creepy, sort of like, wild horror mystery vibe. It's like it can't really like pin it down as one thing. That's right, new cash flow. And so yeah, the name Dread Awakening, the keyword Dread touched. We've been teasing to this for a little bit. And let's go right ahead. And before we look at the cards, let's actually see the keyword itself. Otherwise, we're not going to know what it does. So the keyword is Dread touched. Then we'll scroll back up. So here's what it does. When you play this card, you may choose to also sacrifice a creature you control to the Dread. If you do, activate this card's Dread touched text. So you're able to sacrifice a creature to activate an additional thing, which seems crazy because there's so many cards that have afterlife effects that you might actually want to sacrifice, right? Like imagine like a simple example, like the Scarab. I forget the other word, but the Scarab from Genesis. There's another like burrowing Scarab or whatever it's called. When it dies, both players draw 2 cards. You could sacrifice one of those. Or anything that has an intended afterlife effect. Like all the Anubian stuff, exactly. Or the Fledgling, right? Blackfire Fledgling. So maybe one of the best examples, just like one of the first things I would think of is this card right here, right? Afterlife, deal 3 damage to the weakest enemy creature in your opponent's god. And then once it goes into the void, you can even activate it multiple times for other stuff. You got more money than your parents, hopefully? Hey, well done. Well done. So this is an interesting keyword. It sounds like it could actually be incredibly strong. It's one of those things that sounds like a downside, but if you actually build around it, it becomes pure upside, Yeah, and I'll say this for the YouTube video. Let's be crystal clear for anyone listening. I am not saying you should spend a bunch of money on this set. This is not, it's never investment advice, but this isn't even like investment ideas. This has nothing to do with investing. I'm just looking at this for the fun of the gameplay. I still think, like, I've lost so much money on Gods Unchained. So this video, just for the record, I am not saying, oh my god, I'm going to go spend all my money. I am taking a budget approach to this expansion. You understand? I think unless you're like a real whale, you really always take a budget approach. Like dumping tons of money into new sets is kind of like the fool's approach. So just to get that out there. Yeah, don't spend money you can't afford to lose, but games are not supposed to be investments. What are you fucking talking about? You've been in the on-chain gaming world for years. What, you don't understand that people are investing into games? I mean, come on. I understand what you're saying, but in on-chain gaming, of course, some people are. Anyway. Let's keep going. Ownership, not investing. Well, you live in your own bubble, I guess, because most people are investing. Lots of people are investing. I agree ownership is good, but there's definitely a lot of people investing. But we're getting off track. I was just saying this video is not one of those videos for people who watch this on YouTube. I agree ownership is fantastic. Let's look at some cards. So right here we have a death card. Sybaris, Mother Beholden. Roar, summon a dragon from your void with mana cost 4 or less. Dread touched, summon any dragon from your void instead. So this is enabling more what's it called? Reanimation death, reanimator death. Everyone has their own damn reasons. Suck on that. That's right. It's a goddamn free market. Invest or don't, whatever. You know, I mean, we're getting off track. It's okay. I actually really respect it. Anyone who's not investing and just like is here for the real ownership, I respect that a lot. I respect that a lot. Anyway, interesting reanimator card. Nature, that which feeds us. It's a 4 cost. Look at that epic bunny. 2/2 wild, blitz, twin strike, dread touched, gain the sacrificed creature's strength and health. Then shuffle a copy of this into your deck. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, Wild Nature is back. I'm all in. I'm all in on Wild Nature. That's it. I just decided. I'm all in on Wild Nature. It's over. That sounds cool. I don't know what it's going to use, what it's going to be used with. Stat buff Nature continuing to build. Here's the war card. Signy, Fallen Sister. Like the other one better? I haven't seen it yet. I'm just looking for the first time. God Blitz, please. What, on that one? Hell no. It's Blitz is enough. Roar. So it's a 9/7 Aether for 7. Roar, your opponent summons the random highest mana cost creature from their hand, then attacks it. Then this attacks it. So you attack the highest mana cost creature from their hand. So what this is, and then Dread Touched is to gain Protected first, which is incredibly strong. Kills Therial. Yeah, Therial's dead. I should have sold. I was so close to selling Therial. I listed it a few times, but it was never like at enough of a good price. I am so regretful I didn't sell Therial. It's over. Like it's over. I'm gonna give. I can already tell I'm gonna give that shit away. I think Therial is gonna end up on a giveaway wheel one day as a grand prize. Like it's over. It's fucking over, bro. Not in danger. I hope you're right, because fuck, dude. Therial is like just less relevant every day. Calm down. I'm trying to stay calm. Not easy. Gods Unchained is such a intense experience, such an intensity. Trying to stay calm. That's a sick card. I love what I love is more hand hate. More hand hate. New set comes out, devalues the old sets, same old over and over. Well, yeah, but I mean, I think it's a good thing that Gods Unchained is putting out new cards. Like, I think the mindset that new expansions are bad for old cards is a fundamentally wrong mindset of how to think about card games. Like, I don't think that's the problem. I think Gods Unchained's problem is they actually didn't put out enough cards. I think it was actually the opposite. The problem is they did Light's Verdict, Winter Wonderlands, Band of the Wolf, and that was like a year, 3 months of not having enough cards. Plus Light's Verdict being an insanely extractive pay to win. Like, it was actually the opposite, I think. Too few cards combined with too much money grabbing resulted in the problems we have now. I don't think, like, I think every card game needs a minimum of like 2 big sets a year to avoid going stale. The minimum I've heard of a game sustaining on is like 1.5 big sets, which is Sorcery that Hugo told me about. But like, you need new cards. I would just agree with the. I don't think that's the reason God's cards are down. I think the team making a lot of mistakes and then like not fixing them and then years going by, that's a problem. But new sets is not the problem. Okay, moving on. Zahir, Endless Bloom. Oh, here's another nature card. Let's see. While this is in your void, after a friendly creature is destroyed, summon this and deal 3 damage to your god. Oh, wow. So it keeps coming back over and over. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm so playing Wild Nature. I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back to my roots. These nature cards sound fucking cool. First, Stealer of Souls. This guy fucks. Holy shit. 6 cost, 5/5 Nether. Roar, obliterate a creature from your opponent's void. After a creature leaves your opponent's void, summon a soulless base copy of it and give it Blitz. That's super wacky. So you can copy something from your opponent's void, obliterate their copy from the void, and then your copy is a base soulless Blitz version. That sounds insane. Isn't this really strong Void Hate? Yeah, exactly. The game needs to evolve. Um, New cards are good for card games. If people listen, we don't want to get too off track. If people play the games and don't like spend way too much, way too fast, if they don't overinvest, and if they don't like try to get rich quick, if people play within their means, generally more cards and more expansions just makes the game more fun. Does obliterate count as you getting? I'm assuming so. Yeah, Godhand. Like when you obliterate their creature, you get the copy right away. I assumed so. Dragon Death counter. Void Hate is going on steroids this expansion. It seems like this is the Void expansion. Yeah, a good Dragon Death counter because you actually get the copy of their fledgling, right? This is an amazing card to take away their fledglings. Among many other things. This is the Void expansion. Like, this is all about the Void. Ulrika Nokvi Chosen. After you cast a spell, gain protected and attack a random enemy character. You play chess? I play chess casually. I haven't practiced in a long time, but my dad and I started playing, so I've been learning a little bit of my openings again and stuff. My dad's on those queen pawn openings, bro. Those queen's pawn. This dude, he's getting me with those openings, those queen's pawn openings. Oh yeah, this expansion's gonna hurt rock drakes. Fucking finally, dude. I mean, no offense to like Kargas and everyone else, but I fucking hate those damn rock drakes. Okay, so after you cast a spell, gain protected and attack a random enemy character. 3/6 for 5 Aether, gain protected, attack a random enemy character. It seems like they looked at Shield Maiden Scout, which, in case that's kind of a random card, let me pull it up. Not everyone's gonna know what I'm talking about. They looked at this card, which I have somehow pulled a diamond of, my like silliest diamond. So for context, 3/6 for 5. Notice a similarity. 3/6 for 5. 3/6 for 5. War. So you can see the similarities. This is a front line, and it says, Roar, your opponent summons a random creature from their hand, then this creature attacks it. So it seems like they took this idea and they said, okay, let's make this stronger. Like, this isn't as strong as we wanted it to be. So let's make it stronger. That's what I'm seeing there. I think it could be good in Control War. The hand hate is going to be great to make combo decks less impenetrable. Like when you know they have the fucking combo in their hand, like, and you're helpless against it, that's a bad feeling. So this set is adding more counterplay against hand combos. I think that's pretty cool. The Dread Replicator. That's pretty sick. This looks sick. 5/5 for 6. Atlantean at the mage. At the end of your turn, if the top card of your deck is an Atlantean, summon a copy of it. Dread touched, choose any Atlantean in your deck and put it on top of your deck. Oh, wait. So, at the end of your turn. Oh, it's not a roar at the end of your turn. So you can put anything you want on top and then summon a copy of it, and then you get more. That's kind of nutty. Multiple Francescas. Oh, because you can get Francesca on top of the deck. Yeah. Interesting. The only thing about this is that it's a 6-cost card, and Atlanteans are usually trying to be as aggressive as possible. That's like the one catch with that. So is it going to be too slow? Maybe. Okay, finally a light card. Ilarak Lustric Harbinger. At the start of the game, this becomes the chosen one. Roar. If this has 10 or more health, set your opponent's god's max health to 10. Boom! That's the end of Heal Light and Winter's Bounty. At least counterplay. Counterplay against Winter's Bounty and Heal Light. That's cool. Someone call 40. We need some Chosen One decks. It's cool to see Chosen One back in an expansion because they haven't even added any Chosen One in a long time. And Chosen One is a cool mechanic, even though it seems really hard to build around or hard to design or whatever. That's a very cool design. Therial Lord of Luster? What the fuck? Another Therial? Oh shit. A valiant savior to lead the way against the false god of light. Oh, never mind. My Therial's going to the moon. Oh, OG Therial's going to the moon. Oh, I'm holding that shit to the grave. I'm holding that shit to the grave, bro. No, nothing's going to the moon. Don't get your hopes up. You're trying to go to the moon, wrong game. Don't get your hopes up. Still though, I'm holding that shit to the grave now. I see what we're doing here. Build out the Ferial IP. Yo, where's the user formerly known as Fanny, now called Ferial the Fallen? Where are they at? So 6/9 light card. Roar, summon Lustric cultists until your board is full. Each Lustric cultist randomly gains either Blitz, Frontline, or Ward. So I guess it's going to be 2/2s. Probably it just fills your board with 2/2s that either have Blitz, Frontline, or Ward. Does anyone think it's going to be higher than 2/2? Or different stat line? What are we thinking on the stat line? Is it wait, 5/5 burn 1? Is that guaranteed, or are you just making that up? That would be really strong, dude. 5/5 burn 1s? That'd be crazy. I don't know about that. 5/5 with regen 20. Okay, gotcha. You also heard 5/5? Oh, really? Holy shit. Well, it is an 8 drop. I mean, if it's going to be an 8, it's going to need to be insane. I'm kind of thinking of it, what if it was like a 7? But this guy has the 6/9 stat line again. I like how Therial's stat line is always 6/9. No comment, you know? All right. Lysel, Lucid, Nightmaster. 4/3 for 5. Roar, gain control of the weakest enemy creature till end of turn. Dread touched, gain the strongest instead. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. These cards go to show the strong suit of God's Unchained design, where the classes have such good identities. Like, the Deception card is such a Deception card. The light cards are very light, like, you know, filling the board using Chosen One. The Mage card is super magey. The War card, I mean, we literally compared it to, like, this previous, like, Shield Maiden Scout 2.0, basically, with the Nakvi Chosen. You know, more, like, wacky, like, obliterating their cards, stealing, like, the identity, the nature stuff, regrowing from the void. The themes of the classes is it's so well done, and it is one of those, like, it is one of those things where the game design, there is something very beautiful about the game design, which is, you know, really has to be the main thing that lets this game succeed in spite of the various shenanigans. The game itself being pretty cool. These packs look fucking lit. I'm also hoping it'll be a simpler pack system. We are all hoping. I feel like this simple 2 sections and that's it. Like, okay, I don't know though. There's 5 different packs on each side, so I don't know. Hoping for simple packs. Hoping for very simple packs. And then we have some lore, which we can glance at in a second, but let's go down here first. Mythic variants. So one thing they are sticking with is mythic art variants. We're not going to get a new 1/1 mythic. There's definitely been a lot of community feedback that, like, the 1/1 variants aren't as exciting, not exciting enough. With that said, this looks a lot better. One problem with the original mythic variants is they didn't look good enough. Like, they just looked like the sword of the Healing Light sword, whatever it's called, mythic, looked almost like a plain card. It had like a gray kind of color to it. So I think they've done a better job with the visual aspect. But yeah, they can be found in premium packs. Not me. I'm not going for those. I'm not buying any premium packs, but hey, if you guys want to, those are there. I'll be buying the cheapest, whatever the cheap normal pack is, I'm buying that at most. And then promo cards will replace them in premium packs. Yeah, I mean, promo variants and stuff are a great idea. Gods Unchained and other Unchained games should 100% be taking inspiration from Marvel Snap's variant system. It's brilliant. And with NFTs, it's like such an obvious way to increase just like things to collect. There's a right and a wrong way to do it, but overall, I like the more art variants. Everyone told me Randian is plain. They should do an update. Like, they should just do a metadata update, or I don't know. I don't know what they can do, but if they could make them look better, can they, like, update it, the visual? Because I think they should. Those original mythic variants just don't look right. It's like a good idea, but not well executed. On every level, to be honest. They took too long to give them out, and then they didn't look that good. So, forge the mythic 1/1? Ragnar, don't even say that. Oh my god. All right, so there's 2 other cards we didn't see. We saw that, which feeds us, but these 2 are also new. So Dreadwing is a 3-cost, 3/3 Aether War card. Roar, delve a carving from your deck and draw it. Dread touched, reduce that carving's mana cost by 2. I don't know what a carving is. I have no idea how to value that. Oscar, yo, with the gift sub, with the first gift sub to the channel, bro. Thank you. That was very generous, Oscar. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Bossy, enjoy the ad free and the emotes and shit. Thanks a lot, Oscar. Hope you're having a good day, man. Good to see you. So yeah, I have no idea how to measure Dreadwing. Also, I'm just noticing now the set's expansion logo on the card. It looks kind of wacky. Let me zoom in on that. It's like a weird, I don't know like what that, it's like a, I don't know what that is. Is it a turtle? What is that? Kind of a weird set icon. Small detail, but yeah. I guess that's pretty much the info. Then we do have a little bit of lore, which, listen, we got to show a little love to the lore. Wait, where is the lore? Magic Discovery. All right, quick lore check. We got to throw some love to the lore. First paycheck of life, contributing a little to all your favorite streamers. Oh, that's so nice of you, Oscar. I really appreciate that, man. Definitely take care of yourself first. You know, make sure you get some savings put aside and all that. Blah, blah, blah. But, bro, that's so nice of you, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot for the sub, bro. And congratulations. We talked about this when I lost my, when the whole team got laid off at Blockborne at my old job. We talked about this. I'm really glad you figured something out. I'm still jobless, but I seem to be figuring out my own shit. I didn't think I was going to start a business. Okay, wait. Let's go through the lore. Everyone say congrats to Oscar. I'm struggling here. Where's my lore? Okay. Notes acquired from Academy of Mystic Arts as requested. First instance of Dread presence in Fenar. No sign of target, no sign of master either. Woof, bother, signing off. Is it a dog? Are these a dog's notes? Report 1. I can't believe what I've discovered. Oh, come on. All right, no highlighting. Come on, let me in. Washed up on the shores, a new Atlantean near the Academy. For centuries, this mysterious technology has enthralled scholars, but this is something entirely different. The Atlanteans' materials are unremarkable. Crustaceous exterior constructed using natural materials. Crystal nodes aligning the inside to channel domain energy. But in its core resides something new. An inky energy that throbs like a heartbeat. Further study needed. And that's the Atlantean card we saw. The Atlantean replicates itself. You can imagine my shock. It's going to go away. Oops. You can imagine my shock when I found 2 remarkably similar Atlanteans inside my lab. I believe this is part of its intended function, yet the replication is covered in the very same inky substance found in the original crystal core. I have isolated replication, but analysis of the initial core seems to show the substance expanding. I believe the substance in question is Eldritch in origin of a time before mortal memory. It's elating to think that after years of studying Eldritch mysteries, I may finally have something tangible to work with. A world of funds. That's all right. I think your sentiment was clear, Blue. You're good. The crystal core communicates to me. Hold on. I keep clicking, which I shouldn't do because the way the page works. I understand how this sounds, but I have no other way to interpret it. I've spent endless nights staring into its flawed form, trying to understand how it came to be. And in doing so, I've experienced what can only be described as visions. Logically, they could be dreams, but I do not feel I have slept. For the first time, I feel very much awake. The visions speak of a great entity, a split of interest, and the lie of gods. They speak of the dread that are coming. This is me staring at my computer at 2 a.m., imagining variety streams. This is how I feel. The internet is communicating to me. It's telling me to play Goon Wars. Anyway, the dread that are coming. Yes, perhaps the dread that is already here. I do not know what awaits me on the other side, but now that my foot is through the door, I cannot turn back. That's pretty good. Looks good, man. Looks good. That was longer than I thought it was going to be to go through it, but actually a lot to think about. That was good. Anyone else have any final thoughts before we... I guess we'll do some sealed runs today. We could play some ranked. Maybe. I mean, I played a few games. I lost 2 games and immediately tilted, so I don't know. Maybe sealed today. We'll play.